Now, before 8 o'clock tonight, you would have heard live in session the guys from Year of the Dog. Welcome in, guys.
Hello.
Hey, all right, rabble. Listen to you all. Happy days. Right, there are so many of you. We need to work out who does what, please. Let's start this side and work our way around.
Okay, what, introduce?
Yeah. And what you do in the band too?
Okay, so my name's James Sherwood. I'm the drummer in the band.
Drummer in the band.
My name's Ollie Jenkins. I'm the sax player.
I am Felix Lindsall Hales. I am the vocalist and the guitarist.
I'm Pete Richards, I play trombone.
I'm Gareth Thomas and I play the trumpet.
Not rugby.
Not Gareth Thomas. Oh no!
I'm Jacob Prescott and I play the bass.
He's nailed it.
He was so nervous about that.
You were rehearsing that for quite a while, weren't you?
No, I wasn't.
Well, guys, welcome in. It's been a pleasure to finally meet you because we first played you guys quite a number of years back now, probably.
Yeah, it was Arch Enemy. Yeah, I remember you played it. Yeah, had this Artist of the Week. Thank you very much for that.
A pleasure. Now, the sort of stuff that you guys do is loud, hugely influenced by brass and funk and all that sort of stuff. Take us right the way back. How did you guys get together? Where did it all start?
So we all studied together in Cardiff at the Royal Welsh College of Music and Drama. Mm-hmm. So I studied composition and most of these guys studied jazz. Pete is our classical trombonist. And I basically had a little electric swing tune I was making in the studio. It's called Run These Streets. And that song, I needed a brass section, so I managed to meet these fellas. Well, Dan, who was also in the band, he was a trumpeter. We got a new drummer and a new trumpeter. So since then.
James and Gaz.
And then, so we got together, we thought it sounded really good. And then we got a little gig at Goody Who, which is a place that's closed down now, sadly. But then
we actually closed it down.
Yeah.
after they heard us.
We can't do better than this. We may as well shut.
Let's say it like that. Yeah, sure. And then a video of us playing that song got to someone on Sex Education, and then we just kind of rolled from there because we were the band on that, and then we thought something's good to hear. Let's carry on.
Nice.
And we'll get on.
So
sometimes
it was really early on then, the Sex Education thing.
Yeah, literally, it was in the first month of us even playing together.
Wow.
It was bizarre. I remember sending it to the chat. I was like, guys, this might be a con. I don't know.
It's the sort of thing that could seem like a scam, right?
Yeah. Even when I was on the phone to the second AD, I was going, are you sure this is real? Like, is there any way this isn't a scam? Because it just doesn't sound real. That kind of thing. So.
And we would definitely fall for a scam like that.
Click on this link here. It's really easy. So it's been quite a journey for you guys from the very early days to today, including doing gigs at some incredible venues as well over the years too. Has there been a particular favourite gig that you've done?
Ooh,
Great question.
We played the Globe. We've done that twice in Cardiff. That's a cracking one.
That's lovely for us as well because it's our sort of like, I guess,
that's
homecoming gig. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's a good thing.
But we've played Mr. Wolf's loads in Bristol. That's always a great one. We all know Mr. Wolf's. It's cracking.
Yeah. We don't necessarily remember Mr. Wolf's, but we love it when we're there.
Yeah, exactly. Us too, honestly. We know that it was really hot and sweaty and it was good stuff, but yeah, what a night.
Talk to us a bit about Royal Welsh College, because it's a sort of place that seems like an incredible place to go and study, particularly anything creative at all.
Yeah, it was great. What were you guys like? Because you...
it was interesting for me because I'm the new drummer, right? So I've taken over from the old drummer Luke Hartley, an absolute legend of a drummer, big boots to fill. But so I was actually like a fan watching these guys essentially in the college. The college itself, brilliant, quite small, isn't it? It's the SU is actually quite small.
It's tiny. It's kind of like being in school. Like everyone knows everyone.
Yeah, it is, and. You could imagine this band playing sort of blew the roof off that SU a little bit. So I was actually like a fan watching these guys. I actually loved it. So being a part of it now is actually, really cool. Really
nice.
Fun.
Is it a bit like sort of Fame School, I guess? Like the movie Fame. Is it a bit like that? Because everyone's like doing performing arts and music and drama and all that sort of stuff. Is it a bit sort of
like School of Rock?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. What was really one of the things that always stuck out to me is the fact that like on Thursdays we had LMT, like live music Thursdays, and so like every single Thursday there'd be a live band and they'd do a cover of, like, they just pick whoever artist and then they play those covers. And the same was like we had bandioki all the time, so you'd always have basically like becoming professional musicians every single night, which was amazing.
We used to do it as much as we can, Jacob and I, because you get free pints when you do it.
Yeah.
So
Didn't you guys put on Bruno Mars one as well?
Oh, yeah.
And you played like 3 songs
Yeah,
just to get the
I
vibes.
organised the Bruno Mars night, and it was a shambles to see.
A Bruno Mars night.
Yeah, and I wanted to get the band as small as possible so we could maximise our pints.
Okay.
You know, Bruno Mars is like big horn section, loads of keys.
Yeah.
Not with my Bruno Mars.
All 3 of us performed the big.
I think there was 5.
Brilliant stuff. Now, let's talk a bit about how you achieve this sound, because this must take hours upon hours of rehearsing.
Sort of. It kind of just. It's usually just comes up with a good idea. I think us 3 as a rhythm section. Obviously, we all have to be locked in together. But as us 3 as a rhythm section lock in, and then this section, the brass, have their own kind of, I don't know, language.
I think as well, we're just so comfortable with like each other as mates that we get in there and we just try things out, and it just kind of works and it's nice, and there's no sort of pressure or anything like that. It's just we feel relaxed, we feel comfortable, so the sound kind of comes quite naturally almost.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
You also,
in my head anyway.
so you almost know what's coming next from everyone else, I guess.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah,
Yeah, we just try things out, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But we just try everything, anyway, everyone's ideas.
I think the other thing as well, I mean, even so, I joined in October recently, but like I've played with these guys through college, like loads. At the end of the day, like we know each other really well as musicians. So actually, yeah, we do rehearse, but we gel with each other anyway. It's
Nice.
because we're playing so much with each other in college.
So you're all used to each other. Let's find out about the story behind each of the tracks that we heard tonight then. You started off incredibly with She Makes Me Feel. What a huge tune to start with. Love it.
Yeah, it's a disco tune, really, isn't it? I remember I kind of came up with the concept of the idea of doing a disco tune just because I think I was in Kongs one night and there was a disco tune came on. I think it's Groove Jet, and I was like, it's just such a tune. And then I was thinking, yeah, we should do this. And then I think we just came up with
Can I just
the
add,
idea.
you should definitely check out the YouTube video, because these boys nailed
it's so
it.
fun.
Oh, right.
Sell us the YouTube video then, Gareth.
Well, Pete dressed up as a nun. So,
Wow, okay, that was not what I was expecting.
really sold it there.
If anything, watch it for Pete dressed as a nun. There we go, it's sorted. So it all came from hearing Groove Jet Spiller.
That tune, yeah, kind of just the idea of it, and then we just played together. I think I came up with that little guitar lick. At first, Ollie, because Ollie's the sax player who plays the lick, he didn't like it, and he was thinking, this isn't going to work. And then
Guilty as charged. That is true.
eventually, and then it started just working, and then songs kind of about like She Makes Me Feel. This idea of like. If you like someone and you just can't speak to them, you just struggle. So.
Just to sort of interject as well, the way the song starts with the sax, and then all of a sudden everyone else is in. That's kind of how it just happened in the rehearsal. So I was running through it, thinking, I'm not a fan of this, really. And then all of a sudden, the guys came in. And I was like,
Okay, maybe
I do.
Yeah, okay, I like that. And then the other one we heard from you was a track that you sent in on the upload earlier this year.
Yeah, Komodo Kimono. Have I said it right? Kimono. I can't even say it right. Yeah, that's our latest tune we just released. That you really should watch the video, because we've got a guy called Terry Victor to just go nuts, and he's an older guy, and it's just art. I was there and I was just crying with laughter. It's really good.
Bro.
It's really good.
I like these 2 tunes, and they're a bit of a sort of setting the stall out from what we can hear through the rest of the week, I'm guessing, through the rest of the tracks that we hear live in session this week, right?
Yeah. I mean, all our tunes, I swear we kind of go into different genres. So Komodo, as you heard, is almost like that's flowing with drum and bass, and that's kind of very inspired by festivals, I feel, because we've all been to festivals, obviously. They're great. So yeah, I think we dip into different genres a little bit, but we still always have our main Year the Dog sound.
Nice.
I don't know if you guys agree.
Yeah, I like that.
yeah, I would think so, yeah.
Brass
That'll work.
House Soul.
Brass House Soul, whatever it is.
Whatever
Why
genre
not?
that is.
Yeah, that'll do nicely. Any gigs in the pipeworks?
Yes, we've got Thekla which is we're looking very forward to that one. That's 2nd of December, Saturday, 2nd of December. I know it's a bit far away, but it's worth the wait. So please do get your tickets now.
A perfect little Christmas night out, perhaps.
Exactly. Yeah.
I love that we're thinking about Christmas and we're not.
I'm
even
just
got some out of
thinking
the way.
we should probably try and get a Christmas song out, shouldn't we, for that?
Oh, Lord.
Please,
Felix singing about Santa and the elves.
No one wants that.
please do us a Christmas tune. That'd be brilliant. Where can people find out more and get tickets and all that sort of business? Social media, good place to go.
Yeah, we're called Year of the Dog Band. The only reason with the band on the end is that if you just type in Year of the Dog, you'll just be directed to Chinese New Year's stuff. So
Yeah.
if you just have the band on the end, and we've got a website www.yearofthedogband.com. All straightforward.
All there, yearofthedogband.com. All the links are there for gigs, for social media, all the usual bits and pieces where you can download and stream all those tunes. Guys, can't wait to hear more through the rest of the week. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Adam.
Cheers, Jack.